Hello, my name is Katrina Sickle. I'm a moderator and broadcaster and a bit of a city girl. And I'm here with Louis de Jaeger. He is a food forest specialist and, well, a whole lot more we're going to find out. And I'm going to see if he can, I'm already a little bit convinced, but see if he can convince me to get involved in food forest creation. And that's what we're going to talk about. So, Louis, I think you should introduce yourself because I've probably not done a very good job.
All right, so my name is Louis de Jaeger, or Louis DJ, and I'm a food forest and landscape designer. And I own a company, it's called Commensalist, and we offer services to people who have a dream, who want to change the world, make the world a better place through their land. So we help them design food forests, agroforestry, permaculture, to be short, a way to or produce food in a very sustainable way, or to provide a sanctuary for wildlife or something in between, where the people also can feel at home and have like their own little piece of paradise. So my biggest goal with Commensalist is really to make an impact. So of course we help our clients, but we reinvest a huge part of our profits into projects in need and into education. So we have a good incentive to work very hard, because we know that the more work we do, the more people we can help in all across the world.
So you are obviously a young man with a hell of a lot of vision and energy, and you use some really two words I love there. You use the word paradise and you use the word sanctuary as well. And so you obviously want to take people on this journey with you. That's one of the reasons why I'm with you, because I'm a city girl that loves nature. Who knows, when I'm done and dusted with my work, I might end up somewhere there. So I'm very curious to find out more about this. So I think this sort of journey we're going to go on together is very much for the likes of people like me and those who are interested. Is that not true? What are we going to look at? What are we going to do together?
So we're first going to look at the why. Why should we be doing this? What's the reason? I'm also going to talk a little bit on why I started this adventure or this quest. And it started when I was 18 years old. I saw the world. I sometimes was depressed on the state of the world, and I was like very ambitious, and I said, okay, I want to change the world for the better. I want to do something, but I do not know how. So I started traveling, and during my travels I was, for example, in the United States, where you see like those millions of acres of dead land. And so I asked the question, what could I do to have a positive impact on the world? And there I got my answer very fast. So that was in America. I was in Central America too. And there I saw the direct effect it had on people. So I saw degraded landscapes, but next to it there were people living very poor. There were people really living in hunger, children going to bed with an empty stomach. So there you directly
You've
saw...
got a real, disjunction between that, this juxtaposition seems,
And that gave, a perspective, really a wake-up call. And then later on my journey, I met a very interesting, renowned geologist called David Montgomery. And he said, look, Louis, all major civilizations, they've tumbled because they didn't take care for the soil. Yeah. And he said, well, which civilization do you think is next? I was like,
Hopefully you didn't obviously drop dead there, which would have been kind of difficult, because you talked about a quest, so you need to still be on this quest. I think it's very fascinating because the work I do, which is a lot of conversations with experts, all sorts of levels around agriculture, around precision farming, around organic farming, how to best use the land, how to do more with less, all of these demands. Soil is really something that has been very much on the agenda for quite some time. And I know it's also, from what I've read up on this, is very much at the heart of everything you're going to take us through. Is that right?
So I was in Morocco, and there you could really see what we humans did to the soil. I was standing in the middle of the desert. All around I just could see sand. It was dry, it was dead. And there was a guy and told me, look, Louis, do you know, this used to be a lush forest full of food. And I said, yeah, but where did it go?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he pointed at me, he pointed at himself, he said, we did this. So that was, again, something that really touched me, and really that moment was a crossroad in my life, and I had the chance, or I'm going to try and do something about it, or I'm just going to ignore those two
Accept
prophecies.
it, get depressed. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So I chose not to be depressed, and try my best to do something.
Yeah.
And I do not remember how it went, but somebody said, "Yeah, Louis, you should write down your mission statement." I said, "Okay, that sounds fun." So I started writing down, and it came clear to very simple things. And the first thing is really try to restore as many acres per year into sustainable landscapes. The second mission is to inspire as many people as possible, because you cannot change the land if you cannot change the people's minds.
You have to bring them with you, otherwise,
the only way to do that is to inspire them, not to say...
not to make them feel guilty and not to make them feel obligated, but find that way in to carry them along.
Show the possibilities. And the third one is more personal, just have the most fun as possible while doing those two things. So.
Okay.
So besides my work as a landscape architect, I also wrote a book about the future of agriculture. So my quest, I put it all in one book, and I write articles about it, give keynotes about it, just for the missions, those 3 missions I just talked about. You can achieve those missions on so many different levels. So I try to do it on every level as possible. Also trying to influence politicians, trying to make the right decisions, so I know what to do.
Thank you. So there you have it. This is all about the future of agriculture.